Over the past decade of being a computer engineer, I've repaired over 100 laptops and sold over 200 laptops. And in that time, I've discovered mistakes that 99% of laptop owners make. In this video, I'll break down the top 10 laptop mistakes you're probably making, and more importantly, how to avoid them. Stick around till the end where I share 3 helpful tips that I've discovered in all of that time. Hey Earthling, welcome to another video. The first mistake is eating over your laptop. This includes eating snacks or full meals next to your laptop. I'll be honest, I'm also guilty as charged. I snack while working or gaming all the time because it's super convenient, but it's also kinda dangerous for your laptop. It starts with a few crumbs. No big deal, right? Wrong. Those tiny crumbs can jam your keys, make them unresponsive, or even invite ants who would move in like it's a rent-free Airbnb. Then the worst case scenario, a spill. One wrong move and boom, your laptop is all baptized in liquids. True story, I once lost the whole laptop to a pure water spill. Yes, pure water. If you don't know what it is, go check the comments. I'm sure someone will talk about it. To prevent this from happening to you, just stop eating or drinking close to your laptop. I know it's hard, but it's as simple as ABC. The next mistake you're making is exposing your laptop to external threats. This one's kind of wild because I see it all the time. I'm talking about things like plugging in random USBs without scanning. Hayatala, you've been a victim to that one. Visiting shady websites, sugar mama in the area, and disabling your antivirus just to install that pirated software or game that you got from that not so legit torrent link. Okay. Look, I get it. Curiosity and free stuff can be tempting at times. But doing this is like leaving your front door open with a sign saying, "Come rob me." Just say goodbye to your files, your privacy, your social accounts, and even your bank accounts if they are connected. See, let me tell you something. If you've never had a moment where you're installing a not so legit program or game and CMD flashes for just a couple of seconds, just pray that you never do. Because by that point, it's already gone. It's too late, Otilo. You can protect the integrity of your laptop by not clicking on those shady links, not plugging in random USBs until you've scanned them properly first, and never disabling your antivirus for an app that tells you it's safe. Trust me, bro. You will learn. Do all of this and you'll not be needing to spend $200 in Bitcoin to unlock your own files from ransomware attack. Mistake number 3. Ignoring strange signs. You know that weird noise your laptop started making last week? Or how it suddenly runs hotter with unstable performance? And you just decided, let me just ignore it and see if it goes away. Yeah, that's not really how any of this works. Unfamiliar sounds, hotter temperature, laggy performance, or even cosmetic changes like bulging or cracking are all your laptop's way of crying out to you for help. Ignore them and you're basically letting small issues snowball into full-blown disasters. And as a computer engineer, I've seen it way too often. Burnt out motherboards, fried components, and laptops that have given their last breaths just because someone refused to pay attention to the early signs. To not find yourself in that position, try to know your laptop well enough to identify when something is off. And if you ever do notice something off, investigate it or hand it over to a technician to find out what's wrong. Mistake number 4 is one that I majorly see college students make quite often. Using your laptop to charge other devices. This includes charging your phone, your MiFi, or whatever. I mean, I get it. Sometimes your phone dies and you don't have a power bank, so you plug into your laptop for a quick charge. No big deal, right? Well, not exactly. Doing it once or twice really isn't a big deal, but doing it repeatedly is harmful to your battery. Your laptop's battery has a limited lifespan, and every time you use it to charge another device, you are eating into that lifespan, which means over time, your laptop won't be able to last long on battery. And eventually, you are going to need to find a replacement, or worse, your laptop becomes a glorified desktop, being stuck to the charger all the time. So to avoid this, or reduce the rate of your battery's degradation, stop using your laptop to charge other devices. And if possible, always limit your battery's charge to around 80%. Before we proceed, Please do hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the content so far. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs and your help will be greatly appreciated. Also, please do leave a like on the video. Mistake number 5 is always skipping updates. This includes application, operating system, graphics, and drivers. Listen, I get it if you unintentionally miss some updates. I do too. If you're one who doesn't really like to update because you don't want to break what's already working, I totally understand you too. But skipping updates isn't as harmless as you might think. Every time you skip an update, you might be leaving a door open for hackers to exploit. And that's because updates don't just add new features or fix bugs. They also patch security vulnerabilities. So kind of think of it as medicine for your laptop. They keep it healthy and well maintained. Yes, you can technically use your laptop without any sort of updates, but would I recommend it? Absolutely not. So please turn on automatic updates or at least check them manually once a week. Mistake number 6 is using bad chargers. All from lower wattage chargers that reduce performance to cheap knockoffs that send wrong voltages to your board, instantly frying it. And even frayed cables that are a fire hazard. People using Apple cables can relate to this a lot. I've seen engineers take chargers from a different brand, cut off the cable, and adapt it to another laptop. Please don't do that. Protect your laptop by avoiding those cheap, sketchy, no-name chargers. When replacing a charger, get the exact wattage which was on the previous charger so you do not lose performance. Or it might not even work at all. If you have frayed cables, protect them with heat shrinks, or better still, just replace the entire cable. Mistake number 7 is doing DIYs without proper knowledge. From attempting performance tweaks to trying board level repairs. To a trained person, this might be a walk in the park, but to an untrained person, this might be a pending disaster waiting to happen. I once had a case where someone watched me service a laptop. He then went home and tried to recreate what I did on his personal laptop, and unfortunately, he ended up damaging the motherboard. DIY is really cool, and I'm a big advocate for it. However, laptops are delicate devices, and one wrong move can kill the entire thing. So avoid messing everything up by never experimenting on your main laptop unless you're 100% sure. Also doing proper research, using the right tools, and following the right guides. Leave the advanced repairs to technicians who it's their job if you're not confident enough to do it. Mistake number 8 is something which goes unnoticed a lot of the time. Rough handling your laptop. This includes drops, bumps, or placing any form of weight on the laptop, and also packing your laptop in an already full bag. Even if your laptop is well built, constant abuse will later yield results. You could end up with a warped case, broken screen, or even broken case. When I was in Ghana, a friend of mine who we went together packed his M4 MacBook Pro, which he had purchased from me earlier, in a bag. And after moving around the city for a while, he brought out his MacBook to do a couple of work, only to realize that his trackpad had cracked. How it happened, we still don't know. It didn't have any physical impact points. This is just to show you how fragile these laptops can be. And these days, laptops are getting more and more fragile as we prioritize slim form factor over everything else. To avoid this, treat your laptop with care. Use a padded bag with a dedicated spot for laptops when you move around. If you want to use a regular bag, avoid carrying other items alongside your laptop. And also never overstuff your bag. Mistake number 9 is using a laptop for tasks that it wasn't designed for. From buying a $100 Dell Latitude and expecting it to run GTA 6, to trying to power a gaming and streaming setup with a MacBook, all delusions of varying degrees. Each laptop can handle different workloads, and pushing them beyond their intended use causes some of the following: overheating, crashes, laggy performance, and hardware failure. So to prevent this, define your use case before going out to purchase a new laptop. Always choose a machine that can handle your workload. And lastly, stick to those tasks that the laptop can actually handle. P.S. Just because it has a GPU doesn't mean it's a gaming laptop. And now for the 10th mistake, which I'm pretty sure most of us are guilty of. Blocking your laptop's air vents. From placing your laptop on soft surfaces to allowing dust or pet fur to clog up your air vents and fans. All of these are slowly choking your laptop. I mean, I get it. You just want to unwind and lie on a sofa and just watch a movie after sitting painfully behind the desk all day. But unfortunately, most laptops rely on proper airflow to keep its temperature regulated. Yes, even your MacBook. Here's what Apple has to say about that. I consider dust to be a silent killer. Over time, it reduces cooling efficiency by up to 70%, leading to overheating and eventually hardware failure. To avoid this, always try using your laptop on a hard, flat surface. If using it on a soft surface like on a bed or a couch, you can put it on a hard book or just use a laptop stand. And lastly, I recommend servicing your laptop at least twice a year, or at least give it to a technician to do it for you. It's like clearing your nostrils after having a stuffy nose. Everything just feels better and performance goes right back up. Quick tip before you go, if you take good care of your laptop, you can later resell it on sites like eBay, then add some more money and get an upgrade without breaking the bank. This is how I'm able to cycle through laptops every year. The second tip is that if you have a keyboard that feels sticky or some of the keys don't work, I suggest you turn it upside down and lightly smack on the keys to dislodge dust and food particles that might be stuck in there. And last but not the least, make sure to turn on your RGB as it gives you more FPS. If you have your own tips or horror story, drop them in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. If you like this video, please watch one of the other videos that pops up on your screen right now. See you in the next one.